How do you quickly increase your Google Ads revenue by $347,000 whilst increasing your conversion rate by 115% in the competitive skincare market? That's exactly what I will show you in today's e-commerce case study video. Today, I'm going to cover how my team over at bigflare.com got that exact result and more for Ogee Organic Skincare. Ogee is a fast-growing luxury skincare brand that creates super high-quality certified organic beauty products. Their philosophy is that top-end beauty products don't have to be damaging to the environment, and they've obtained organic certification by NSF, a strict internationally recognized standard for personal care products. Now, if you like e-commerce case study videos like the one I'm about to show you and want to support me in publishing more awesome content, please hit the like button on this video. But on to today's meat and potatoes. Let's dive into it. When Ogee first came to us, one of the main struggles with their Google Ads campaign was that the previous agency wasn't transparent about where results were coming from. Ogee were worried that all the results, brand and non-brand campaigns, were being lumped together in one campaign. And this was leading to a lot of inefficient, wasted spend. They felt they did not have a clear view of the campaign and wanted it better organized with clearly segmented brand versus non-brand and reporting to match that. We started out the engagement by restructuring the campaigns and reporting to better reflect the split of brand versus non-brand traffic. This allowed us and Ogee to clearly see which keywords were actually driving incremental revenue. We restructured both the search and shopping campaigns, which then allowed us to create much clearer reporting. New bid strategies were employed so that we could aim brand and non-brand for separate targets. That's a really important take home for you guys and girls. Set up separate campaigns for brand and non-brand and set their bids independently of each other. They need different bids and targets because the traffic type and the goal of that traffic is so different. After we restructured and segmented non-brand efficiently, the next step was to expand the non-brand keywords with the goal of bringing in more fresh new users to the site. The ad account had a long history of search term data that we could immediately leverage to create a strong list of potential high-performing keywords to add. This list was then supplemented with our own extensive keyword research. This led us to discover many highly relevant keywords that had never been tested or added to the account before. When was the last time you did fresh, new keyword research for your Google Ads campaign and added new keywords to the account? If the answer is 6 months or more ago, your ad account could be making more revenue if you simply hop over to the keyword planner tool in Google and start looking with fresh eyes for new keyword ideas that you may not have tried before. Now, let's hop over to my computer screen quickly so I can show you how to do this. All right, guys, so I'm here on a Google Ads account, and the first place you want to go to do this keyword re-research process is right over here under Tools and Settings. Hit that button there, and this one here, Keyword Planner. Once you're in Keyword Planner, hit this option to discover new keywords. And from this field here, what you can do is you can start punching in some of your bullseye keyword ideas. So just off the top of your head, you know your product, you're going to be able to do this just straight off the top of your head. Now, this particular account for this particular client, they sell essential oils. So I know this market quite well now, having worked with these guys for a while. So I'm just going to plug in some bullseye keywords off the top of my head, and let's go for essential oils and fragrance oils and aromatherapy oils. Okay. Once you've plugged in maybe 3 to 5 seed keyword ideas, let's get results. Let's see what Google suggests as new keyword ideas here. Now, what you'll notice is some of these keywords I already have in my account. Google will actually tell you this handy status indicator over here that tells me, okay, cool, this keyword gets 33,000 searches per month, and it's already in the account. And what we're doing here is we're trying to do keyword re-research. We're not interested to find keywords that are already in the account. Yeah, we know about those, Google. Thanks a lot, but we want new keyword ideas. So that's where this really handy filter comes in. And this is how you do it. Click that add filter button and just type in account. And now you have this filter here. And when you click this, you see those keywords that had the account or in account status, they have disappeared. And what we're left with is only keyword ideas that are related to my seed keywords up here, my bullseye keywords. They're related to those, but they have not been added to the account before. So these are all new keyword ideas. And when you have this list, what you can then do is answer 2 questions. Question number 1, is it relevant? Yes or no? When I say relevant, I mean, do we actually stock this? Is someone searching this keyword actually looking for something that we stock? So for this particular campaign, we might decide, oh yeah, this one's relevant, peppermint is relevant, but we don't have eucalyptus, and maybe this one's relevant. Well, we don't have any frankincense. Sandalwood's great, we have that. So first question, it's just yes or no. Is the keyword relevant? And take note of the ones that are relevant. When you've got a list of ones that are relevant, the second thing to note is the search volume. Now, this keyword here gets 60,500 searches per month, which is awesome. Anything getting tens of thousands of searches per month, that is getting great volume, and you should almost certainly add it to your account if it's relevant. Between 1,000 to 10,000 searches per month, that's medium, that's pretty decent. Probably want to add that too. And then anything between 100 searches to 1,000 searches, I would consider on a case-by-case basis. Anything less than 100 searches, that's pretty small fry. I probably wouldn't be adding that for any accounts that are spending thousands of dollars per month or more. If you've got a really small account that's only spending a few $100, then yeah, maybe you want to go so far as to considering keywords that have 100 searches or less per month. But those are the 2 questions. You just need to know, is the keyword relevant? We already know this keyword isn't already in our account because we've filtered that out. And then does it get good search volume? And anything that answers yes to both those questions, just add it. Don't worry about these columns over here. They're not that useful. The main columns to pay attention to are this one, relevant, what is the keyword, and also search volume there. Experimentation is a core part of what we do at BigFlip. For Ogee's shopping campaign, we started out with our own best practice shopping ads campaign structure, but soon developed it from there. Within their main shopping campaign, it was clear that some products were performing much better than others. Because of the way Google's bidding algorithm works, it only cares about the campaign average ROAS, not the ROAS of individual products. We saw that having high performers in the same campaign as low performers was making Google bid too high at an unprofitable ROAS for those low performing products. We then created a new system which we now call ROAS tiering for shopping ads. Products were segmented into 4 tiers based on their ROAS performance. Each tier was given its own unique bid strategy and target ROAS. This allowed us to increase revenue on top performers, while bringing the ROAS of low performers back up to an acceptable level. Within 2 months, this new strategy resulted in a whopping 220% increase in shopping ads revenue. Do you currently have dozens, or even hundreds, or maybe even thousands of products all in the same shopping campaign? If the answer is yes, you might make a bunch more profit by implementing ROAS tiering. Okay, back to my computer now so I can show you how to do ROAS tiering. All right, guys, so here we are back in Google Ads, and I'm on my shopping campaign here. And within the shopping campaign, I've just clicked into the campaign, and I have come and I've clicked here to view my products in a list. And then what I've done is I've ranked them in descending order of cost. And what you want to look out for, the thing that you want to look out for that tells you that you might benefit from ROAS tiering, is when you look at all your products here, you're going to see different ROASs over here within the same campaign, right? Now, in this case, the return on ad spend is varying quite a lot. At the top end, we have almost 17x return on ad spend. And at the bottom end, we have like 2.78, 2.68. Now, what you want to look out for is for the products that are doing the lower return on ad spends. Are those products actually below your break-even point? So let's say in this example, we break even at 3x ROAS. Well, in that case, I've got high spending products that are in this campaign and are actually below my break-even point, which means that they're not making me money, they're costing me money. We're just paying money to Google here for no reason because we're getting less sales than we need to generate a profit. So when you see this, when you see products within a campaign that are below the break-even point, And you're using target return on ad spend bidding. That's another important factor here. You're using target return on ad spend or maximize conversion value. You're not using manual CPC. Well, in that case, it's time to do some ROAS tiering. Now, the reason why this happens is because Google doesn't care if individual products in the campaign fall below your break-even point. It only cares about the average return on ad spend in that campaign. So let's say we set this campaign to get a return on ad spend of 5x. And if the average of all these products is 5x, then Google doesn't care that this product here is below my break-even point. It doesn't care that this product here is also below my break-even point of 3x. It's just going to carry on bidding because it's happy that the 5x target is being met as an average across my campaign. So the way we do this is we just take back a little control from Google. We tell Google, no, come on, Google, we need to bid this product lower to get its return on ad spend above 3x. And the way we influence the system to do that is we actually take this product out of this campaign, and we take this product out of this campaign, and we move them into its own campaign with its own bid strategy. And when you do that, the average return on ad spend of that campaign with just these two products in, it needs to be 5x or whatever I set it. So these products will no longer kind of be shielded by the high ROAS products that are bringing up the average. It'll force the system to bid lower on these products, which is naturally going to bring their return on ad spend up to whatever I want it to. So that in essence is ROAS tiering. It's taking out low performing products and breaking them into their own campaign with their own bid strategy to force the system to bid correctly for them. And also on the other end, what you can do is you can take out high performing products, put them in their own campaign if you want to, and get it to bid more aggressively. So like if you took this product here and put it in its own campaign with a 5x return on ad spend target, then what Google is going to do is it's going to lower the bids, which is going to get you a lot more revenue on this product. So you can do this to control low performance products and high performance products. And the low performing products, what happens when you do this is you increase their ROAS. And the high performing products, when you do this, what happens is you improve their revenue, right? The ROAS is going to come down, but you're going to get more sales and revenue from it. Like many advertisers in 2022, the advent of iOS 14 has caused Ogee's Facebook ads campaigns to become unstable. They were thus looking to experiment with budgets and targets in Google in order to make up for as much of the shortfall as possible. Fast and responsive collaboration with Ogee helped ensure a tight feedback loop on budget and bidding tests. We made sure to keep up a weekly meeting rhythm. Plus, we connected with Ogee directly on their Slack workspace to ensure that even between weekly meetings, we had a fast response time. The team and I at Big Flare have spent 10 years developing our own Big Flare way of building and optimizing high-performing Google ad campaigns. We implemented these best practice account systems into Ogee's account and then adapted and evolved them to best suit the unique challenges for their market and business. For example, search campaigns were segmented into discovery campaigns and performance ones. Search term data from discovery was then used to fuel the keyword lists of performance. We call this account structure the seed mining method, and it's one of the many unique systems we employ here on most of our client accounts. If you're interested to know more about the seed mining method, check out my YouTube videos about it. I dive into it in a lot more detail on those videos. This is just one of the dozens of systems we've created to produce the kind of results that e-commerce stores dream of. Ogee engaged us for our fully managed service across our core Google Ads offering, which includes Google Search Ads, Google Shopping Ads, YouTube Ads, and Bing Ads. We built and optimized campaigns across all these channels, and I think the results speak for themselves. After 6 months of working together, we'd increased Ogee's Google Ads revenue by a whopping $346,000. That's not all, because Shopping Ads revenue specifically had gone up by 205%. Alongside this, conversion rate was up by 115%, and AOV was up nicely by 51% too. Now, I've been blabbing on about what my awesome team at Big Flare have achieved for a while here, but what did our client Alex have to say about this? Well, let's hear from him now.
Well, the performance wasn't as good, and the performance was masked by branded, looking like we were doing better than we were because branded was doing well and clouding really bad results on non-branded where we were wasting a ton of money. There was a lot of money being wasted on terms that just weren't profitable. Now we have a much more organized system of branded and non-branded, and also paying close attention as we go along to keep making negative keywords to ensure that more branded ones aren't slipping in, because that's what always happened. When I looked at our last agency, I noticed a lot of branded terms had slipped into non-branded because it wasn't kept up with to keep making negative keyword matches. So I believe now like our branded is true branded and our non-branded is true non-branded, which makes for a lot more efficient ad spend when you can separate those two completely. One thing that's worked really well is our smart shopping campaigns with Big Flare. Before Big Flare, we had the smart shopping all-in-one campaign, all product. Our account manager at Big Flare, who's been excellent, he found that some of the products in the smart shopping weren't doing very well and some were doing super well. And overall, the campaigns were doing all right. But if you separated them out into like lowest ROAS products, medium ROAS, and highest ROAS, and break them out into separate smart shopping campaigns, then we could get more scale and spend a lot more efficiently, like spend more on the winners and less on the losers. And it actually helped the performance across all of them, even the ones that were the lowest performing ROAS. By doing that, it somehow improved the ROAS on the lowest performers to make them profitable. So that was a big win, I think, and a really good idea to do that. I think Big Flare is super organized, which I really like, and very transparent about what's happening. And I think not trying to mask things, as I mentioned earlier, with branded, making everything look like it's doing better, which I found with Google a lot of times. What happens is agencies mask the performance with branded. I've been with multiple agencies where that actually happened. And I don't know if they do it on purpose or they're just disorganized, but I think Big Flare is really organized, which helps with that. So the organization, and also I've been super happy with our account manager, who's a really smart guy and on top of things. I would say just go for it, as we've been with about probably at least 5 different Google agencies, and I've been by far the most happy with Big Flare. So, and I think it's the most efficient we've spent money on Google before, because I think Google, like all ad platforms, will take as much money as you're willing to put into it. And if you don't have somebody managing it in an efficient and organized manner, like you can waste a lot of money. Like really quickly if you're at scale. And so I trust our account manager at Big Flare to make smart decisions. And when I look at the account and like look in depth at things, like it looks like he is doing that. So I have a lot of trust in Big Flare, and I think their organization system helps that probably no matter who your account manager is, that will keep them in line, I imagine. No, I mean, I just say give Big Flare a chance, like just their onboarding process. In the first couple of weeks, I was like, oh, okay, we made the right decision, just seeing how organized the onboarding process was. So I say, give Big Flare a shot. And I think that in the first month, you'll be impressed compared to the average agency we've worked with, of just like that onboarding. So that's a lot. So I say, yeah, give them a shot. You've got nothing to lose.
It's been a blast being part of the story of Ogee's growth, and results like this are not uncommon for us over at Big Flare. If you'd like to get results like this from your Google Ads, then head over to bigflare.com and hit the button in the top right that says Get a Proposal. From there, you and I will chat about your challenges and requirements, and if I think we can get you awesome results, I'll turn that into a proposal with a clear action plan for how to get you from here to where you need to go, with paid ads on Google. Okay, not relax. Be energetic instead. I'm supposed to relax, otherwise I'm just too chill. That sounded really weird. Wrong stressing. This is a really weird sentence. Is it weird to say 205 when I said 220? Scroll, please.